should be able to do it now.
The 15th of December, Rabbi Furst, Pierke, Avos.
Hey, good morning again. This is Rabbi Stone for series Sarmanafshi Yerushalayim care of Zumas. First year this morning, Pirkei Avos. We're learning the Maharal Miprag's Perek and Derech Chaim in Pirkei Avos, the sixth Perek, paragraph 19 on our page. Mayor, maybe for the benefit everyone came a little bit late. Maybe we'll start again and do a review. Okay.
Okay. ותדע איך כל אחד ואחד הוא קניין בפני עצמו. So you should know that each kinyan, okay, is of itself. Let's see. וזה כי התורה היא שכלית, והרי התורה מיוחדת במדרגה השכלית, מבלי שיש צירוף וחיבור אל התורה השכלית. Okay. So the Torah is of the intelligence. It's unique of the level of intelligence, I guess. Let's see.
Right. That's right. It says Torah Miuchedes b'madreges sichlis, that the Torah is unique in its level of sichlis. It's a realm completely in and of itself.
Okay, right. ואחר כך שמיים וארץ הם העולם הגשמי, ומצד עולם הגשמי אין חיבור אל השמיים והארץ. Okay. So after is the heaven and the earth.
Go ahead.
Okay, which is the Gishmi, the physical side of the world.
There's something which are unique in the physical realm.
Right. Okay. Shemayim v'aretz. Okay. V'achar kach, Avraham v'zeh b'min ha'enosh ki Avraham hatchalat hamin ha'enoshi. Okay. And there's Avraham, who's in the realm of humans, who was the very beginning of mankind.
Right.
And that's because he introduced Hashem to the world, right? At that point.
Avraham Avinu's accomplishes was to introduce the concept of a Kadosh Baruch Hu to the world, and also the concept of Chesed into the world.
Oh, Chesed too. Oh, okay.
So at that point, humanity had its beginnings. Before that, it couldn't rightly be called humanity because they were simply not fulfilling their purpose.
Okay. Let's see. מפני שהוא התחלת המין האנושי, נקרא אברהם אב המון. I forgot what this was. שרוצה לומר, I guess.
That's right. Sure. So that means to say.
Okay. התחלת כלל האומות, והנה דבר זה מדרגה בפני עצמו. Okay.
So the Torah itself refers to Avraham as being Av Hamon. He was the father of the nations, which means to say, that means to say, Techilas Klal HaOmos. He was the beginning of the category of Omos. He was the beginning of the category of nations.
Okay. Let's see. Mo. Oh, v'achar kach Yisrael v'hu gam kemadrega b'fnei atzmo shenivcharu miklal ha'umot lihiyot el Hashem yitbarach v'hem echad b'davar zeh.
So then comes Klal Yisrael, which is also a separate level, a separate class, a separate class, a separate level by themselves. Shenivcharu miklal umos, they were chosen amongst all the other nations. Lios el Hashem Yisbarach, that they should be to and for Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Okay.
I mean, all the other nations, right? The Italians, the French, the English, the Swahilis, the Australians, right? All those peoples, they don't have to be for a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Their purpose is not for a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Right? It's only Klal Yisrael. Its purpose is to be for a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and therefore we are in a separate level, status, separate class, different from all the other nations around us.
Hmm.
And that's important. That's important to know and to realize, because therefore our behavior has to be different.
Right. Okay. Hamadrega hachamishit hu beit hamikdash shenivchar beit hamikdash mikol mikomot yashuv haaretz. This is a long one. Ulefikach kol elu chamisha yichadim she'ein chibor v'shituf imo ubegemora beperech ha'isha and pesachim.
Oh, so you have these five different things, or each within their own class, in and of themselves. They have a special status, right? And they're muchadim, they're exclusive. Shein chibu shitufu. There's no connection and association of anything else with them.
Oh,
And we bring down in the Gemara in Psachim, right? That Pei Zion, I'm in base. Lo Amarak Daladivar. Oh, so now we have this. We just the Maharal, and others deal with this question that our Brisa in Avos mentions five things that we just discussed, and the Gemara in Psachim mentions only four things.
oh, wow.
Let's take a look.
Okay, one sec. Only four.
Take your time. No rush.
Okay, so let's see. So it says Lo Amar Rak Arba Devarim Nikra Kinyano Shel Hakadosh Baruch Hu Torah Shemayim Va'aretz Yisrael and Beit Hamikdash. Oh, so hold it. Which one?
So which one is missing?
That's what I'm trying to figure out real quickly. You have Torah. Hold it. One second. Oh, hold it. Abraham's missing.
That's right. Abraham is missing.
Wow.
So now we have to start thinking about this, right? In our rice in Avos, Avram is in a class by himself, and however, the Gemara in Psachim seems to leave him out of its categorization. So we have to understand why, how that is. What's the discrepancy between the Gemara and Psachim and the Brisa here in Pirkei Avos?
Hmm. Okay. Let's see. It says Velo Zachar at the next four words. Velo Zachar et Avraham
Well, it's
Mipnei.
good. It's good to work it out on your own, man. It's good.
That's what I tried doing. Okay. Mipnei Shatamud Didin Didan, I guess. Sover She'ein Ra'oi She'yeh Nikra Kinyan Rach Yisrael. Okay, so Abraham is not mentioned.
Right. So he says there that that because the Talmud Didan, I mean that's the Gemara in Psachim, Sabra is of the opinion She'ein royally or Nikrad Kinyan Rak Yisrael. It's not fit, appropriate to call a Kinyan only Yisrael, only Klal Yisrael. Why? Uh,
Okay. Ki Avraham Hatchala Shel Yisrael, because Avraham started that of Israel. Who
so
Rosh Shelahem, he was the head for their head. The Ain, let's see, Lachshov Avraham Kinyan Bitnei Atzmo. So you don't think Avraham is acquisition himself, because Who Niknas Biklal Yisrael, uh, because he entered Israel, and Ulefikach Ein Ze Kinyan Gamor. And therefore, this was not a complete kinyan. Hmm.
right. Um,
So basically, Avraham is included in the kinyan of Yisrael.
yeah, I mean it's sort of um, connected together. So, but I mean it's a teretz that the way he's explaining that the Gemara in Psachim, since Avraminu was the beginning of Klal Yisrael, right? So when he was mentioned Israel, that includes Avram Avinu, right? But the way we've been explaining things is that, so how do you explain the Bryce in Pirkei Avos? In Pirkei Avos, Avram is a completely separate, in a completely separate class by himself, right? It's
Right.
not that he's, see, the way the Maharal's explaining the Gemara in Psachim is, since Avram was the beginning of Klal Yisrael, right? So therefore, when you say Yisrael, you're including Avram Avinu as well. But that's a little bit, the way I see it, it's a little bit contradictory to what we've been saying. What we've been saying up until now is that you have to have a complete, absolute exclusivity and uniqueness that is unmatched in a completely different class. So what we just got through saying about Avram Avinu, that he, because of his status of being the first true human being, being the first true human being that was doing what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted humans to do, so that gave him the status of being um the Kilos Goyim. And we we were therefore uh, taught by the Maharal, Avram has a special status being the first true human, but at the same time, he was the first true human, but the Gemara in Psachim says he was really the beginning of Klal Yisrael, right?
Mhm. Right.
So it seems a little bit uh, non-exclusive, right? So I'm not sure if we maybe let's see, maybe there's need more explanation, perhaps.
Okay. Maybe that's in 20 now.
Right.
Okay. Elu, Arba Devarim, Kasher Tavin, Divrei Chachma. So, so what these four things are understood as things of wisdom?
So ve'el dal levarim kasher tavim divri chachma. So it's okay. Now he's going to focus on the Gemara in Psachim that only lists four things, right? Not five as the Rice and Avos lists five, meaning the extra
Mhm.
one of Avram Avinu. So ve'el dal levarim kasher tavim divri chachma. These four things, when they're understood, right? Uh, the the wisdom behind them. You have to understand the wisdom behind these four things.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Itchio b'Torah hi hamedriga ha'elyona. Okay, so the Torah is what, the highest level?
Torah, right? He hamadrega elyon Yosef. It was the most extreme, ennobled, and elevated of all the madrigas. The Torah itself. Torah itself is completely independent of all associations with anything else. It's something which is, as we mentioned, something which is completely in the realm of sickly of intelligence, and therefore it holds a special high place in terms of its status amongst everything that we've been mentioning.
Oh, okay. V'achar kach hashamayim v'haaretz. So afterwards comes the heaven and the earth. V'achar kach, and after that comes Yisrael. Okay. V'achar kach, uh, Beit Hamikdash.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Very good.
So those are the four things which are listed in the Gemara Psachim. And as we mentioned, Avram Avinu is not there listed.
Okay, right. Let's see. Call elu devarim heim kiseder ma'od v'lakach ra'oi shehem kinyano shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So we say that these call elu devarim, meaning all these four things, heim keseder ma'od, they're in a very specific arrangement. Keseder ma'od, they're in a very specific arrangement. Seder is an arrangement. Ma'od, they're very specifically arranged.
Okay. Let's see. So kiseder ma'od v'lakach ra'oi shehem kinyano shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Therefore, it's their appropriate kinyanim of Hashem, I guess.
Yeah, right. Meaning the fact that they are in a specific arrangement, and therefore it's appropriate that they are possessions of a Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Uh-huh. Very good. Okay. V'ra'oi lehavin devarim asher ramaznu po ki hem devarim berurim me'od ein safek beperush hazeh.
Okay, so it says these things it's therefore Roy Lechala having divine Asher Birmozim Peh. It's appropriate that you understand these things which have been indicated here, Mirazmu, or that have been indicated over here. Kihem divine Burim. These are clear things. Mode, very clear. Mode, Burim, they're very clear things.
Oh, are very clear. Okay. Whoops, I just lost my Brima. Oh, okay. Ain't safek beperush hazeh. So there's no need for this explanation.
Right.
Okay. Beperush Rashi, Zecher Levracha. Let's see. Bikan mashma he grasa he pisachim Torah Shemayim va'aretz.
So,
Okay.
according to Rashi, in his explanation, Pekan over here, mashma, it's indicating Shagirsa he b'psachim that the girsa was over there in psachim. The girsa that Rashi had in the more in psachim, right? Means it was Torah Shemayim Aretz, Torah Shemayim Aretz.
So that's only two, though, right? Torah and
Torah
Shemayim.
Shemayim Aretz. Yesh Omrim Yesh Om Shlosh. Yeah, that's how we're gonna get
Oh, maybe he's building up. What's this? Emiomar v'heim shlosha bilvad. So if you say there are only three, v'chein imsa b'mikzat midrashim ki shlosha kinyanim kana hakadosh baruch hu olam.
I'm not sure. I have to see what this abbreviation is here. What's that abbreviation? One second.
What, Ayin Yud?
Yeah,
I mean, Aleph Yud?
Aleph Yud, yeah, Aleph Yud.
Let's see if I can find it real quick. Well, that's funny. I don't even have it in here.
Let's see. I'll try and find it for you. Let me have to look it up.
That's strange. It's not Emio more then.
Pashas, it means Eretz Yisrael. Torah Shemaim Ba'aretz.
Oh yeah,
Eretz
yeah.
Yisrael.
Oh, that makes sense.
But that's a whole different gear. So we never had that gear, so that was never mentioned. That's replacing us, apparently replacing the base of Mikdash. Could be. I mean, you can
Ah,
understand. Could be. Could be that they replaced them for the base of Mikdash Eretz Yisrael. All right, but that needs work. Okay, that's a specific textual difficulty based on the Rashi there. Okay.
yeah, but at least in the context of what we're reading, it makes sense. That's the third one.
Right.
You have Torah, heaven and earth, and Eretz Yisrael. As you said, could be a substitute for the Beit HaMikdash. Okay, let's see. V'chein nimtza b'maketzet midrashim ki shlosha kinyanim kana hakadosh baruch hu ba'olam.
That okay. Excuse me. V'kein nimsa mimics as midrashim. We see that in some of the midrashim this is mentioned as well. Ki gimel kinyanim. Only three kinyanim. Kana kadosh baruch hu ba'olam. Okay. So you do see that there are some texts that don't have five, they don't have four, they only have three.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Begam midrash hazeh yesh ta'am she'ein hakinyanim rak shlosha bilvad rak she'ein laharich kan.
Right. But you see, the Medrash itself, there is a reason why there are only three things, right? Rak, Shein, Laharichan. But however, we can't go into that right now over here. The Maral says we're not going to go into the reason of the Medrash why it only lists three things instead of five or instead of four.
Ah, okay. We're not going to. Okay, Shen laharich kan. Okay. Gam ki Rashi zecher livracha chazar mizeh b'masechet psachim lekach ein laharik. Oh, he doesn't even explain it. Huh?
Well, Choser means he actually retracted. Rashi retracted. He was
Oh,
explaining
retracted it.
at one. Yeah, Choser usually means retracted. So there apparently are some medrashim which mention only three things, and of those three things, it's Torah, Shemayim Va'aretz, and Eretz Yisrael, right?
Hmm.
And there are in fact midrashim that learn that way as well, and there seems to be a specific reason why three things are chosen instead of, in contrast to the five things which are mentioned in the Bryce that we're learning here in Pirkei Avos, and the four things mentioned in the Gemara and Psachim. Only three things out of five out of the four. But the Maral says there's a reason for this, and the Sektis, they do learn about it. And if I have a chance, maybe take a look and see. But suffice it to say, if we don't see that, um, then know that Rashi himself was Choser in terms of retracting the girsa that he had the girsa of three, which is neither, as I said, like the Gemara Psachim nor like the Bryce and Pirkei Avos, and so therefore the Maharal says he's not going to go into any detail about that right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of the document over here.
Okay, just
Very
to
good.
remind everyone, Rabbi Furst will not be here tomorrow on
Yeah,
Monday.
that's right. Tomorrow, I won't be able to be giving a shir tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm going to try and prepare a document to send you out later today. It'll be dealing with the Al Anisim that we say on Hanukkah. The days of Hanukkah are approaching, and so maybe we can maybe spend the next few weeks learning not only the halachas of Hanukkah, which we started last week already in the Mishnah Berurah here, but we'll also prepare ourselves a little bit in terms of the um, concepts and ideas we should be trying to focus on and put into application during the days of Hanukkah. And so I think for tomorrow, I'll send out a document which is basically going to have the nusach of the Al Anisim, right? And we actually spent some time on that previously, um, uh, and to try and just go over the words, right? Go over the words, make sure that we know the uh, basic translation of the words, and then try and think and see if you can break it down into various components. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are three, perhaps four components to the Al Nisan that we say on Hanukkah. There are actually, I think, three or four components to it. If you can try and break that down, maybe have a discussion amongst yourselves with it. I'll send out the document, and then you can discuss it. And also in that document will also be, we've discussed this before, but it's worth a review, is at the end of the Kriyas Megillah uh, on Purim, we have a statement that we make, Rav Rivenu. And in some aspects, it's very similar to the Al Anisim, but in some ways, it's very differently um, separate and distinct from the Al Anisim. So if you have a chance to go further than simply the Al Anisim of Hanukkah, you could maybe proceed into looking into that Rav Rivenu statement that we make at the end of the Kriyas Megillah, and then make that a comparison between that and the Al Anisim that we say on Hanukkah. So, as I said, if you please do that for tomorrow, I appreciate that. Even though I may not be able to join you, you'll be able to get started in the on our involvement in the um, preparations for Hanukkah. Very good. Okay, so fine. And then after Hanukkah, we'll return. We have a little bit more of Pirkei Avos to do, and then by then I'll be announcing what we'll be doing in the coming time after Hanukkah. Bezat Hashem, we'll be finishing our Pirkei Avos, and then we'll be starting something new, which I'll be discussing and announcing in the next few weeks. Okay, very good. Let's take a
Very
little
good.
break for the Mr. Bruce here. Roy should have a good afternoon, and hope to see you the day after tomorrow.
I'm having
Very,
injections in my back this afternoon, so it won't be quite so good. I hope it works out all right.
yeah. Okay.
We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've
Fine.
had injections in my back before, so just work out. See what happens.
Okay. Very good.
Hope I'll see
Okay.
you tomorrow. Should be all right.
Very good. Okay.
All
Fine.
right then. Life for all of you. Be well.
Okay, you too. See you till tomorrow. All right. Thank you.
Take care, Roy.
You too. I'll see you regular level, I think. See what happens.
Okay, very good.